If you also lived through the 90s, you know it was a defining decade for FILA sneakers to shine. On the court, on the streets, and even on the runway. Some of those classics returned to store shelves in limited-time re-releases, while others haven't been seen again. You probably remember a few of them, but I bet you don't remember all of the most iconic ones. In 1993, FILA released one of the boldest sneakers of the decade, the Cage. It was known for its reinforced heel structure, nicknamed the Cage, which added ankle support and created a striking look, perfectly matching the bulky sneaker trend in basketball at the time. It made an instant impact, whether on the court or in streetwear. The original model did get some re-releases over the years, but none stayed on the shelves for long. These days, finding a clean, original Cage is like searching for buried treasure from FILA's golden era. This and many other nostalgic sneakers from the 90s are always making appearances on our channel. Subscribe now so you don't miss what's next. The Mind Blower was one of those sneakers you either loved or hated, but you definitely noticed it. Released in 1995, it featured an exaggerated, distorted FILA logo stretched across the side. A bold design choice, it made the shoe instantly recognizable and a hit among streetwear fans. It saw a special re-release in 2018 with various collaborations, but the original 90s version has disappeared from stores. These days, finding one is nearly impossible. It's the kind of fearless design that reminds us just how unique the sneaker game was back then. When Jerry Stackhouse entered the NBA, he didn't just bring his explosive playing style, he brought one of the most memorable sneakers of the era. The FILA Stackhouse, released in 1995, was his first signature shoe. With a bold build and sharp design lines, it reflected Stackhouse's aggressive presence on the court. Fans even gave it the nickname Spaghetti due to its unique shape. Though it had a few re-releases over time, the original version is now long gone from the market. But anyone who lived through that era will remember the buzz this shoe created both on the hardwood and in the streets. When FILA signed Grant Hill, they were betting on a future NBA superstar. And they got exactly that. The Grant Hill one launched in 1995 as his first signature shoe, with a clean look, glossy details, and a sturdy build that stood out immediately. It's been re-released a few times, but the original remains a holy grail for collectors. That iconic design, paired with Hill's rise in the league, turned this sneaker into a true symbol of 90s basketball and a major absence from today's store shelves. The FX100 was one of FILA's first high-top models to grab attention, especially in streetwear. With its bold silhouette and the classic ankle strap, it made a big impression in the early 90s. It also gained street cred thanks to R&B artist Keith Sweat, who often rocked them, helping embed the model in urban fashion culture. Although it's had a few reissues over time, the original FX100 is no longer available today. For anyone who lived through that golden era, this sneaker represents a time when small design details made a huge impact. The FILA Bubbles was loud, unapologetic, and impossible to ignore. Released in 1997, it had bold side bubbles that spelled out FILA, making the branding a central part of the design. It was bulky, bold, and totally in sync with the flashy basketball aesthetic of the time. Despite its standout look and cult following, the bubbles never enjoyed a lasting presence. It had brief re-releases, but finding an original pair today is a serious challenge. A unique piece of sneaker history that quietly faded away. In 1996, FILA introduced the Mashburn, a signature sneaker for NBA forward Jamal Mashburn, one of the most reliable players of the decade. The shoe had a strong, structured design that perfectly matched Mashburn's no-nonsense style of play. On the court, it made a statement. Off it, it earned respect for its unique lines and durability. There were a few limited re-releases over time, but the original disappeared from shelves. For many basketball fans, the Mashburn was a symbol of FILA's peak influence in the NBA and on the streets, a legacy that deserves more recognition today. Before Chris Webber got his own signature shoe with FILA, he wore the Flying Fortress, a beast of a sneaker released in 1997. With its bulky build and strong grip, it embodied the rugged style of play that Webber brought to the league. He famously wore the Fortress during the 1997-98 playoffs with the Washington Bullets, adding to its legacy. Though other FILA athletes laced them up too, the model was never re-released. Today, original colorways like black/gray/red or white/blue/red are nearly impossible to find. A forgotten gem that deserved a longer spotlight. Released in 1995, the FILA Venom was part of the early wave of chunky runners. With curved panels and thick soles, it captured the essence of mid-90s sneaker design. It wasn't flashy, but it was distinct, and that made it a cult favorite among fans of performance and style. Though the Venom received some retro treatments in the 2000s, the original model is no longer in circulation. It's another sneaker that quietly slipped through the cracks, despite being ahead of its time. Do you own any of these, or were they just a dream back in the day? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to check out the video, 9 iconic Puma kicks from the 90s that deserve a comeback.